you have any idea of the amount of data that's floating out there, the amount of information we just beam into the air, we broadcast to everyone where we are, and we think we're safe? The whole freaking city is going insane, and we're acting like it's nothing. It's something we don't understand, and it is coming for us.
You're freaking us out, man.
There's just a general insecurity and fear I have about a lot of this technology. You know, I was part of the generation that really got to see the arrival of the internet and the shift in our culture and habits and how much we have been consumed by this technology. And I embrace it, obviously, with this sort of activity. And yet I'm apprehensive about it as well. And it may be one of the reasons why I'm very nostalgic for a time when all these things didn't exist. There's a certain anxiety that's present now as a result of social media and this technology that wasn't there before. And this whole notion of surveillance is also disturbing. Is the phone constantly recording everything you're saying? Some of the things that come to mind when thinking about, you know, a haunted computer or haunted devices is activity that happens on your computer when you're not around or when you leave it on at night. Of course, it could be invaded by a hacker, you know, stealing information. I just wonder about your experiences with technology. Has your computer ever done anything really strange? Have you ever downloaded a program that caused very peculiar activity on your machine? Do you ever hear things coming from your computer that you don't understand? I have a lot of drives that boot up on their own when I'm not accessing them. That's weird. Is someone accessing my drive? Why would someone be interested in my Seagate drive from 2005 or whatever it is? It's this whole arena of hacking and what that means, not only on a practical level, but on a spiritual level as well. I think it's invasive. One of the things that also comes up is creepypasta, because there's been a lot of stories shared about haunted machines or the dark web and rabbit holes that can take you to terrifying places. For me, it's a question of sentience and awareness, because I like to view things from a sort of fantastic, imaginative perspective. I have a very active imagination, and, you know, we talk about stones housing data on a level that we don't fully understand. You know, we're using technology to do all of these things that maybe we don't fully understand. A lot of these things seem to show up. We don't really question them. They work fine, and we move on with our lives. When you're talking about spiritual attacks, there's a kind of a natural parallel there when it comes to computers and virus attacks. And so recently I made the upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and in doing so, you sort of time hop. It's similar when I play video games. I'm not a real active gamer, so when I do play video games, I feel like I've traveled into the future because my last reference was for something so long ago. So similar to going from Windows 7 to Windows 10, you notice the differences right away. And one thing that struck me was that the background image I chose when I established my Windows 10 identity was stored, because I had to reformat my drive a number of times. When I brought it back online and I submitted my information again, my background image popped up. So Windows is taking that information, so, you know, and some of these things are public and they will be transparent about what they are collecting on you. And I think other things are not. I think there's a good chance that we are being fully monitored, not necessarily by a person, but maybe by a machine. If you want to take the spiritual leap, maybe there are entities that are not only always viewing what we're doing, but are actually absorbing what we're doing as a form of energy, feeding off of our activity.